Now, I'd like to talk about the different types of tracks that you can submit to Audio Jungle. There's quite a huge selection with different categories and subcategories, so it's good to know what's out there so you know what you can submit to the platform. So in this video, I just want to go through what type of tracks you can submit to Audio Jungle, and it's pretty similar with other platforms. There's this all items category over here, and these options will search through all these other fields on the right over here. So let me first go through these categories. So first off, you've got your music category, and these are just single tracks that you upload, and they are broken down into the following categories. So when you upload your track, you'll just choose a category for it. So let's choose a category to see how this works. I'm just going to choose the first one, ambient, and let's just choose a track. I'll choose this simple ambient background. So you'll see it just shows one track in the waveform view over here, and then you can click on this to open up more details on the track. And in here, you'll see all the details on the track. You can preview it, you can see the descriptions and extra other details, plus the sale price on the item. Now let's jump back and see the other submission types. Now let's go over the next category. The next guy is music packs. Now this is more than one track that's packed into an item. So let me open up something. Let's go to cinematic under the categories. And you'll see when this loads up that there's more than one waveform within each track. So this is multiple tracks and they are priced slightly higher. So it's a way of earning more revenue from your tracks. And what's pretty handy and what you can do with music packs is you can take a single track and load up different versions. So maybe you've got a 30-second, a 60-second, and a 2-minute. So by taking one of your tracks and spreading out to multiple tracks, and by packing it into a multi-track like this, you're just making more use of one track by giving different versions. So maybe that's just a little tip for you on how you can stretch it a bit further with the earning by using one track. Now, the music kits is quite an interesting one. I'm just going to click on the header and you'll see this says customize and rearrange music tracks without using complex software. But basically what this is it just gives the buyer more control. So it is sometimes multiple tracks, but when you click into it, you'll see that there's the waveform of the track. And if you scroll down, the uploader has given more details for timings of different sections. This is probably within the arrangement, yeah, as you can see here. So whoever buys it has a lot more control, and they can jump to these specific points in the track if they want to use just those sections. So it requires a bit more work setting up these kits, but as you can see, they got a higher value and might be worth trying out building a kit as well if you need to. Then we're on to the logo and idents. And these are short tracks that can use to identify a product or service. So, for example, like stinger sounds that are used in radio adverts and sort of audio logo sounds that are used to associate with brands and products. And these are quite fun to write up as they only run about sort of in the sort of 5 to 10 second range for the sounds. And obviously because of the length of the sound, they do sell slightly less than the other categories. They're sort of in about the sort of $5 to $9 region for these logo audio ident sounds. But maybe less production time goes into these, so you could maybe spit these out faster to generate more tracks to your portfolio. And then finally, there's the sound effects tab, which are just short sound effects that you can submit, like explosions or button sounds or whatever you want. And these priced at very low from sort of $1 and upwards, but not really going higher than sort of $4 or $5. So if sound design and sound effects are sort of your forte and you like doing it, then you might find that this is a nice way to go. And then lastly, there is the source files. And basically these are projects from DAWs that have been uploaded to Audio Jungle. You can see it shows the software version. So you can actually go in and open these up in a DAW. They're priced quite high and I don't think they sell as much as any of the other tracks, but maybe you as a user would like to go in and actually buy some tracks yourself and open them up in the respective DAW and just see how they were arranged and composed. So that goes through the different areas or categories that are available to you as a composer and musician. So maybe start off with music and start uploading your tracks, and then dive into these others and see how they work and maybe if they can help generate more earnings or income for you. Even though in this video I'm focusing on Audio Jungle, you can use this platform as an example of ideas and different categories that you can use. Maybe go through the different types of genres and see which ones sell quite well. For example, you'll find that corporate genres have quite high sales. A lot of people in different projects are coming and finding motivational corporate tracks and using them in their projects. Now that you know the different types of sounds that you can upload, let me talk you through on how to actually prep a song for uploading to Audio Jungle.